Hey everyone, welcome to day 10. Sorry I'm a little late getting started. I just got back. It's been a really busy day. One of my friends has a great life shift, and I've been helping with that particular thing, and we sold his apartment buildings and the car, and so then I had Qigong class tonight, which was awesome. Wish you guys could be there for the class, because the class is about laughter, fun, movement, breathing. So we'll be doing the tongue circles, eye circles. Tonight is going to be on grounding to the earth. And I put a list of things in the description to let you know some of the things that happen, because let's do this while we're talking here, or while I am. So when we ground our bare feet to the earth, our red blood cells are electric, the whole body is, right? And they tend to clump together when your electricity is off. And they need a negative charge, and two negative charge will push things apart. When they get weak, they tend to clump like a blood clot. It's not really a blood clot, but things move slower. When you ground yourself to the earth, those red blood cells go from this within seconds, bam, and they're all flowing through. And they're not touching each other, because the electromagnetic field, the negative charge, charges the cell, and they push themselves apart. So your blood flows a lot easier. That's how powerful grounding is. It'll get rid of pain and anxiety, and you know, if you ground 10 minutes a day, 20 if you can, then your whole body will shift. And for those that are really too busy to do that, they should ground 45 minutes. Because it helps calm the mind all the way right down through all the muscles, the whole electrical system. We get like static electricity, like we're on a rug, right? Like I am right now. And you shuffle your feet, especially in the winter here in Maine, and you touch something, electricity flies off your finger, because you're carrying an electronic charge. If you were grounded and you did that, it wouldn't work. Because what happens is, with all the EMFs out there, electromagnetic fields, they're tapping our body. We can't feel it, but they are. It's irritating the body. And when we ground ourselves, they don't hit our body. They hit the ground field, and they go over us, and into the ground, just like your house. Everything in your house is grounded, so if it gets hit by lightning, it goes down and into the ground without going through the house. We have Ben Franklin to thank for that. And he had patented a lot of things. And when he invented the grounding rod, which is what you see on all these old barns and houses, you see a long shaft, usually with a ball on it, okay? He donated that idea and never patented that. He gave it to humanity. Some people thought he was crazy for that, but you know, and he had so many things anyway. But grounding was a gift from Ben Franklin once he figured that out. I don't know if that has something to do with the kite and the key, but anyway, he knew a lot about electricity. But grounding is really, really good for your body. And how much does that cost? It's free. And for those who don't want to go outside and stand in the grass or the sand or the earth, you can get a grounding mat. Put it right in front of your computer, and all the EMFs coming off your computer, they're not attacking your body. They're going over your body and into the earth. You can get a grounding pillow, a grounding sheet. You can even buy shoes that will keep you grounded while you're walking and you're still wearing shoes. So there's always all kinds of ways to ground yourself that are available. And that's really important that you are grounded and you stay that way. Think about how strong animals are, wild animals. They're grounded 24/7. Even a bird sitting in a tree, because a tree is grounded. So they're grounded a lot. But your little 4- and 2-legged critters, they're grounded all the time. And everything that they eat is grounded. And it's sun ripened. They won't eat it till it's ripe. It's not synthetic. I'm sure if they can figure out a way of synthetic gravity that you can ground to, that's what we'll be grounding to. But these tribes, I mean, they were super strong. They are super strong, the ones that are left, because they're grounded all the time. They sleep on the ground. They eat from the ground. So they walk on the ground, usually with bare feet. And the other thing that's free is your breath, your movement. These are all things that are gifted to us by nature. It gives us water, gives us air, and gives us the earth to ground to. And our food. The further we get away from it, though, the sicker we get. Okay, let's do some, so I don't forget, because I've done that twice now. Let's do some tongue circles, and then we'll do tongue and eye circles. All right? And for those who are wearing contacts, once we get to the eye circles, take your contacts out, so when you're rolling your eyes around, they don't get caught or slip or whatever, and you're going to try and dig them out. Glasses are fine. So, when we do the tongue circles, we put our tongue in front of our top teeth and under our lip. Okay? And we're just going to go in whatever direction you want to go in. And then when we do the second set, you're just going to go in the opposite direction. All right? So, and there'll be no counting or breathe in and out through the nose. Try to hold your chin from doing this. And, excuse me. I'm going to start a yawning epidemic around the world. And try not to have your head go up and down or back and forth or this way and that way. Because our tongue is connected to the fascia right through the whole body. It's connected to the heart. So the heart and this whole area in your tongue all grow at the same time. And that's why, and I've said this in every video, I think, there's 2 holes under your tongue. People are having heart issues, the nitro goes under their tongue and it goes right directly to the heart through the blood. So you might want to think about that when you're eating certain foods. And that doesn't mean that we should panic and go, oh my God. No. Our body is designed to take on toxins, process them, and eliminate them. But in the synthetic food, a lot of times there's chemicals in there the body doesn't know what to do with it because it's not natural, it's synthetic. So it has a hard time. So usually it stores it someplace in the body if it can't eliminate it. So, tongue circles. 25 to the left, 25 to the right. We're going to put our tongue in front of our teeth, up under our top lip. Keep breathing through the nose. All right, and go. Okay, 25. I'm going to do 25 in the other direction. Okay, 25. Okay, let's get ready to do some tongue circles. Tongue and eye circles. All right. So when the tongue goes in front of your top teeth and behind your lip, eyes go straight up. And the idea, and I use 4 quadrants. I think of my eyes looking up, and then to the side, to the bottom, to the side, back to the top. And the reason I do that is it's easy to mess up, let's say, or maybe I should say it this way. It's easy for the eyes to track different than the tongue. So we're trying to train the eyes and the tongue to move together, okay? Because the eyes are such an important part of the muscles in our body. We look up, our head automatically goes up. We look down, it goes down. We look to the left, our head goes to the left, sometimes our whole body. And same with the right. The eyes control all those muscles. So as we learn to control our eyes, and we can get it to follow our tongue, we're more in control instead of out of control about what's happening around us. So, tongue in front of your top teeth, behind your lip, eyes straight up. And we're going to do 5 in each direction. Keep breathing through the nose, so 1, 'Kind of mess those first 2 up, but that's what's going to happen. I mean, as we're learning to do this, we'll mess up, but just keep going. You'll get in the rhythm. The longer you do this, the more rhythm you'll have with your eyes and your tongue moving at the same time. Okay? So we're going to do 5 in the other direction. Okay, that was 5 pretty good ones for me. I hope it was for you too, and I hope you're manifesting everything you want into your life. Whatever it is that you're struggling with, whatever it is that feels like it's controlling you, it's because you're not controlling it. To step out of the person who feels stuck with whatever that is, whatever you're doing, whatever is going on, that you can't break that pattern, create a new story, and it's gonna, it can take time, it can happen like that. Tony Robbins said, you can change your life like that. It may take you 20 years to get to that, or it can happen just that quick, because you're the commander-in-chief of your body. You're in charge. You're writing the story. And if your story is, I can't, then you can't. If your story is, I can and I will, then your story will start to match that. You're putting that out in the universe. This is no longer going to control me. This is no longer going to affect my life the way it has been now. Maybe it makes us feel like a failure. Well, there is no failure. Every successful person has had many failures. We all have. It's part of the learning process. Okay, so we're going to do 5 more of the tongue and eye circles at the same time. All right, so we're going to put our tongue in front of our top teeth under our lip. Remember to keep breathing. If you're wearing contacts, please take them out. And look straight up with your eyes when your tongue is in position up here. Okay, go. Okay, that's 5 that way. Feels like my head's not moving as much because I was having that issue at first. So you want to keep your head straight if you can. But it's hard to look at your head. I have to watch it on the replay because, you know, as my eyes are going around, I'm not seeing in the camera here. Okay, here we go. Okay, 5 in that direction. So let's step back. We'll do some Qigong. First thing we're going to do is open the 6 lymphatic gates. So that first one is right by the neck, above and below the collarbone. We can tap it and rub it. Thing is not to hurt yourself. If it hurts, just pat and rub. What direction doesn't matter. And do the other side. Because we can pick up things during the day that, especially in stress, that's what that tongue and eye movement is about. We can pick up stress in the day we didn't realize we picked up, and doing these tongue circles and eye circles will help relieve that, to get rid of that stress, that tension. Okay, gate number 2 is right behind the ear, just above the jawbone. There's a little dent there. Okay, we'll rub that. Then we put our fingers on that large muscle that runs down the side of our neck. That's lymph nodes. We pull that right into gate number 1. Okay? And you don't have to get crazy with it. You can do it longer than this, you know, but it should at least be as long as what we're doing here. And then you pull it down into gate number 1. So gate 1, gate 2, gate 3 is where the shoulder and the chest plate meet. You can breathe in and out through your nose the whole time that we're doing this. This is just breathe normally for you. Or your mouth if you're a mouth breather. I mean, if you can breathe through your nose, please breathe through your nose, because you're involving your diaphragm and you're putting nitric oxide in your body. And another way to get great nitric oxide throughout your day is to just hum. And just, you know, whatever your favorite song is, like, you're creating a nitric oxide because you're breathing in and out through your nose. Okay, so that was gate 3. Gate 4, right under the solar plexus. We're going to do a nice deep belly breath. And when we exhale, we're going to try and touch our belly button to our spine. Impossible, I know, but that's the idea, to get all the air out that you can. All right, so exhale. And you rub all the way down around your belly button. And then palm of your hands, the heel of your hands across. Fingers, just use your fingers on the way back. And you can switch off. And then tap. This is really good. That vibration gets in there, starts breaking things up. All that congestion and Helps the blood and lymph get to different places probably hasn't been to in a while if you're having issues in one area. Okay, that's gate 4. Gate 5 is groin, right where the leg and the torso meet. That crease right there. This is a super important area to keep those lymph nodes clean. Get that gate to open up, because everything has to travel from the feet all the way up into the third, into the first. So it's got a long ways to go. Okay, you can even tap your hips. All right, so that's not a gate. It's just something, you know, if you're right here going, you might as well do the hips at the same time. Gate number 6, behind the knees. Okay, now we're going to work the balls of the feet by our ankle exercise. Now that we've got the gates opened, or open more than they were for those who might have a congested gait. And this is pumping this side of the body. This is why it's important to lay down and rest, is most of the draining that happens from your feet up is when you're laying down. You know, some people are in shock, they elevate their feet. And this leg is pumping this side, the lymphatic pump. Okay, so let's do, now we've got the gates open, we've kind of loosened up a little bit, all right? Let's do 3 lion's breaths, which would be 9 of them for me today. And there's really, you can't do too many. You know, don't worry about that. Don't put yourself into fatigue either, but, you know, like 9 is not a big deal. I could do, I don't know, 10 if I wanted to right in a row. But when you first start out, or if you have a lot of lung issues, then you have to be careful what you're doing. So we're going to stick with 3, all right? And we're going to breathe in through the nose, tip our head back and smile, and hold our breath. And then I'll say lion's breath, exhale. If you have to exhale before I say that, do it. But think of it as a lion's breath, and we stick our tongue all the way out. And that opens the throat, and we're looking to get the toxins out of the bottom of the lungs. That's all we're looking to do, because it can build in. If you're a shallow breather, there's probably a lot there. So we need to get that out of there so the blood oxygen transfer can take place deep down in the lungs. Now, that's not the only place that it transfers, but most of it transfers in the bottom of the lungs. And if the toxins are there, the air can't get down there to transfer. And lack of oxygen is the presence of disease, just like when the body has all oxygen it needs, disease can't exist, because 70% of your detox is through your breath. The rest are through the eliminative channels. But if we're breathing wrong, we're collecting more than we're eliminating. All right, so inhale through the nose, head back, smile. Lion's breath, exhale. All right, so we went all the way down to the ankles and around. Okay, inhale through the nose, head back, smile. Lion's breath, exhale. Okay, one more. Okay, these are really, really good for us. They're very important that we do these. We're bringing blood and lymph and everything into play. and tapping, we could be bringing stem cells, because our body produces stem cells. All right, so here we go. Inhale through the nose, head back, smile. Lion's breath, exhale. Awesome. Shake it out a little bit. Remember, when we have our hands loose like this and we shake our arms, I feel it mostly in the wrist, the hands, forearms, a little bit up here in the bicep, tricep area, and obviously the shoulder. But if you just lightly curl your fingers in, don't have to make a tight fist, and do this, you can feel it more in your shoulders and up in the bicep, tricep area. And what that will do is it will help get rid of wings. And we don't want wings. The body shakes when it's trying to eliminate dis-ease in the body. All right, so now we're going to do a breath where we come up. And we go up over our head. This is all one inhale. And we go up. And then we put our hands towards the ground and we come back down. And this is the exhale. You start exhaling here and you make it all the way down to here. You should be at the end of your exhale. So your body movement and your breath should be the same. And learning that pace will help to balance your body, will help keep you grounded. So here we go. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. And exhale. Okay, shake that out a little bit. So we're going to do, this one is for the kidneys. This is the inhale. Exhale. We come down around. This is the exhale. We pretend that there's water down here. And we scoop it up and we feel it. This is the inhale. We scoop it up, we feel it running down our arm, off our elbow. Nice cool water. And then again, this is the inhale. This would be the inhale this way, so exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Do two more. Inhale. Exhale. Do one more. And exhale. So what that does is it's moving the kidneys, right? We're twisting, we're turning, okay? So when we put our hand up, we're moving that whole area, but it's kind of, it goes specifically into the kidneys, especially when you think of water. Okay, so inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. So you can see we're closing down the lung on this side, and when we come around, we pick up, we're expanding our chest. That's the inhale, and then the exhale. Do one more. just let your hand fall to your side. So what else are we going to do? Let's see. Let's do this one. So what we're going to do is get in a horse stance, all right? And we're going to fold our arms, and we're going to bend over like this. And we inhale, we lift our arms up. This is inhale through the nose. And we're going to arch our back, and then we exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. One more. And exhale. Let's do a neck exercise. This is really good for the lungs, okay? And we've done this on other videos, but what we do is we pretend there's a ball here. So the exhale, we stick our chin out. We drop it down like we pick the ball up, and we drag our chin up our neck. And you leave your back of your head straight and come right up and try to touch your head to the ceiling. Again, not possible, I know, but, and then that's your inhale. And your exhale, you stick your chin out and pull your shoulders back. And then bring your shoulders to the front. And if the shoulders are driving you crazy, they are me right now, that's why I'm saying this. Just do your neck. And just feel into it. It's half of why there's 4,000 different types of Qigong. Because each person is doing their kind of like their own version. And then they start a school and they have their version, and then that divides off by other people doing their thing. So just do your thing. You know, shake your hands. Keep them loosened up. If you have a lot of hand cramps and things, it's usually a lack of oxygen, hydration, and nutrition. Or it can be muscle spasms. And with muscle spasms, if you make a fist as tight as you can, you go tighter and tighter and tighter and tighter. And you hold that for 2 or 3 minutes. And then when you relax, those muscles that were under a lot of stress in there will start to relax, because they can't relax in their current state. So you have to really flex them. But also, organs and glands inside your body, your intestines. If you make a fist and you tighter and tighter and tighter and tighter, and then try to get liquid to run through it, it's not going to run through it very well. Well, that's what inflammation is doing to different parts of our body that are experiencing dis-ease, because it can't feed, it can't hydrate, and it can't oxygenate that area, because it's locked up solid with inflammation and spasms and cramping and all these different things that are going on in the body. So as we move and we stretch, we start to stretch those areas out. We're moving those muscles. So that's why it's so important to do those. Let's do the Brawny Man. I know it's late, but I got a late start because of class tonight. But it's been a good day. It's been a really good day. I'm going to have Eric's life straightened out here pretty soon. new opportunities for him, a little less hectic. Okay, let's do sheathe the sword. Sheathe the sword is, we get in a horse stance. The depth of the horse stance does not matter. What you want to do is tip your hips forward and bend your knees, and you're kind of sitting on your own skeleton. And then pretend there's a sword in this hand and a sheath in this one. Sheathe the sword. So if the sheath is in this hand, comes around and the sword drops into it. And then we come around and the sheath goes in at the top and the sword goes in the sheath at the bottom. So it looks like this. Just imagine that that's what's happening. Okay, so. Okay, it's good. Okay, I think we're going to call it quits right there for tonight. And this is day 10, and it's about grounding. Grounding ourselves within ourselves, being mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually grounded through our breath, and going outside or getting a grounding mat or an earthing mat, they call it too, and putting our feet on it so that any electrical stuff that comes to our body that would be static. Think of a radio signal, and you're driving in your vehicle. This is before satellite. And you get away from the station, and your favorite song is playing. You just want to hear that. You just want to hear that song. And it starts to get a little fuzzy, and then all of a sudden it starts to get really staticky and you can't stand it anymore, you shut it off. Same thing's happening in our body, because we're electrical beings and we're losing our frequency. And many of the frequencies in our body are causing limitations, dis-ease. The frequency is vibrating so strong that it's causing a disruption in the station. Because it's all we are is a radio. We send signals out, and we get signals back. And the universe has to send back what we are saying, what we are afraid of, what we are afraid to do, which keeps us procrastinating because our limitations won't allow us to step forward. As soon as we let go of those frequencies, those vibrations, wherever they are in our aura, okay, we're free to move forward. And that is what's so exciting about learning how to breathe, because our breath is our frequency generator. It's our metabolism generator. It's our detox generator. It's so important to really focus on our breath and keep the frequency clean and clear so that the universe knows what we want, we know what we want, there's no chaos, no confusion, no nothing, and we just go for it. When you get up in the morning, do 5 or 10 minutes of breathing. You could do it while if you're breathing in and out through your nose, you could do it while you're brushing your teeth or taking a shower, or, get that cold water going. Get it on top of your head, and it'll wake up your whole electrical system. Take a shower and just turn it down till it doesn't have to be ice cold. That's what we prefer, but you can work your way back. You just want to feel your whole electrical system start to vibrate from that cold water after your shower. And you'd be amazed at how your breath will shift and how invigorated you feel to go out and greet the day and manifest into the things, into your life, the things that you want and beyond what you ever dreamed of. It's right there. It's just a frequency, because they all exist, and we're only tapping into a few of them. And the ones that are vibrating the loudest and causing dis-ease in our body are the ones that are keeping us from having exactly what we want. So with that said, I love you guys. I love that you came here to join me, and I hope you're learning more about your body, because this is a tuning fork. And because of things like the media and our influences and our education and all these things, they detune us. So let's call this divine energy right here. And this is, we're going to be the best we're ever going to be right here, divine energy, right? And through the media, through school, through relationships, our energy starts to lower, right? And the lower it goes, the more dis-ease we will experience, or can. Doesn't mean you'll have, but it means that you are susceptible as your energy lowers to things like cold, flu, fibromyalgia, Hashimoto's, Parkinson's, MS, and cancer. These are frequencies. So as you learn to breathe and you learn to turn off those limiting factors in your body, your energy will start to rise. And these things can no longer exist when you get back up here. The whole dis-ease thing cannot exist. You will have eliminated it, not just from your body, but your whole life. That's how powerful we are. Love you guys. Keep manifesting. Keep breathing. Keep moving, nice and slow. The slower you go, the more energy you build, and energy creates matter. So if you have something wrong with the matter in your body, it needs breath. It needs to be cleared. And we have the power to do that. The sun, the water, the natural organic foods. That's what we need. All right, again, I get rambling. Love you guys. See you in the next video.